Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Backpacking. I'm Mackenzie Nelson if you're new here, and welcome to beautiful Buenos Aires in Argentina. If you haven't already, watched my last vlog of how I traveled here from Uruguay, my first impressions, just prancing around the city for the first time. But today I have some great plans. I'm gonna go to a cafe in Palermo, I'm gonna check out some thrift shops, check out the neighborhood, go to some museums, and go to the Recoleta graveyard, which I've heard is like one of the most popular things to do here. One of the biggest graveyards in South America, something like that. And I want to partake in some kind of tango activity, so make sure you stick along. I'm going to get a soup card right now so I can take the buses and metros for a really affordable price. It's like 30 cents per ride. So I'm gonna do that. Ubers are also very common and very affordable here. So yeah, let's go. I'm really excited to check out Palermo, Recoleta, one of the most hip, popular neighborhoods in all of Buenos Aires. So I was told to come to the metro station, and the guy right here could sell it to me, and I pronounced it wrong. It's called sube, not soup. So I'm gonna get a sube card. Hola, necesito un sube.
880 más la recarga.
Sí. ¿Puedo recarga? Sí. Aquí. Okay, done deal. That was super easy, really quick. I actually left the metro station because I'm not even taking the metro. I'm going to take a bus because that's what the directions tell me to take. Film almost anything I wanted to in that cafe because I got so hungry once I was there. It's already like noon, but there's a couple thrift shops, secondhand shops in the area, so I want to check out a few, and then I'm gonna make my way to some gardens.
Cuando menos lo esperaba, al encontrar tu mirada, ya estaba perdida. Con tu forma de hablar, sin miedo de expresar.
Oh, that one's not open.
Tu fuego al cantar, ya sabía.
I think she literally just opened it for me.
Esto tenía que pasar, de pronto todo en su lugar. Había dejado de buscar.
Okay, I just finished with the 3 shops. Only 2 of them were open, which I'm confused because the other one said it was open, but it wasn't. But definitely go to Keek. It looked great inside, like lots of vintage old finds, which is fun. But at this last shop, I got the white top that I was looking at. I tried it on, super cute, little overpriced. I paid $20 for it, but I really enjoyed it, and I like to have little pieces from places I travel to, so I usually like to get something thrifted, maybe a jewelry piece, which I've gotten quite a bit, so. I just hopped on another bus and I came to a big park which has like many little themed parks inside of it, but not the themes that you think of. Like this one is called Parque El Rosal Garden. It's a rose garden. It's really pretty, and I think that there's also a Japanese garden. We'll see if I get to that one. But this one is so pretty, and it's like full of roses, which in the summertime here I wouldn't expect. It is boiling today. It's like 30 degrees out. I did end up coming to the Japanese gardens. It was 1,500 pesos to enter. Super cheap, really affordable. I thought it was a lot more, but there's significantly a lot more people at this park than at the Rose Garden, and the Rose Garden was free. So I definitely suggest coming to both because both are beautiful and really close together. But this was just on the way to the MALBA Museum, which I'm going to next. It just got quite windy and I'm wearing a skirt, so it's great to escape to a museum right now. I'm just walking over to MALBA Museum. I think it's like Museum Arte de Latino America, something like that. It's one of the biggest museums, most popular museums you could go to in Buenos Aires, so I'm excited to check it out. Looks like the ticket was $4,000 today. Yesterday, which is on Wednesdays, it's $2,000 for a general entrance, and it's $2,000 for students if you have your student card. $4,000 for me.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time I remember that it's over, yeah.
So it's actually a lot smaller of a museum than I was expecting. I guess there's only one floor open right now. I guess as of 3 days ago, the top floor closed for some reason. Maybe they're redoing it. Of course, my luck. But it was really great. There wasn't a lot of explanation on art pieces, but they did have an audio thing for some of the pieces that you could listen to, and they had Wi-Fi at the museum for free, so I could just connect to that and then listen. It was on the SoundCloud, and they had a whole expedition, a whole room for Frida Kahlo, which I didn't know. I have been to her house in Mexico City, and I've been to lots of museums with Frida Kahlo expeditions, but it's always great to see her work. But I'm in desperate need of a coffee and a snack, so I came to one of the cafes in the museum. There's a couple of them, and got a cafe con leche and a media luna, which is like a croissant, but it's not. I've been told that they're way better than croissants, so we'll see. It's my first one. I wouldn't highly rate this museum, but I liked it. It was really cool art pieces, and it was cool to learn about it with the audio guide instead of just reading a ton. So that was really cool. I'm gonna go to one again tomorrow, another art museum, so maybe I could compare them. Okay, my review of the Media Luna. It has this sweet glaze on it. It's really good though, but I don't know if it's better than a croissant. It's just fluffier and sweeter. It's sticky. I'm seeing that it's starting to sprinkle outside, so I think I'm just gonna head back, rest, and pick it up later. Good morning, everybody, from the most beautiful bookstore I've ever been to in my life. I love bookstores and I love old architecture, and this is compared to none other. It's called El Ateneo. There's many all over Argentina, and I think all over Buenos Aires, but this is a grand, splendid location, which was an old theater from 1919. And they turned it into this bookstore to preserve the architecture, and wow, it's insane.
Yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, can't stop. Yeah. You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot.
You know, I did have high hopes finding an English book here, because it's like one of the biggest bookstores in Buenos Aires, but they have a very small section of English books, and it's only Stephen King and Jane Austen. Nothing wrong with those, just not what I'm looking for. I am now walking through the beautiful, very European feeling neighborhood of Recoleta to the National Museum Belles Artes, which I mentioned yesterday. It is actually free to enter, so I'm really happy about that. And I also want to mention the bookstore is also free to enter, which is insane because it also felt like a museum. It's funny, as I was told to stay in the neighborhood of Palermo or Recoleta when I was coming to Buenos Aires, and I didn't, and I regret that because they are beautiful and much safer neighborhoods than Centro. The hostel I'm in is great, but the neighborhood, not so much after like 5-6 p.m. So definitely something to keep in mind when coming to Buenos Aires is staying in Palermo or Recoleta.
Yeah, you never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Yeah, yeah. It's almost like I can't stop. Yeah, yeah. Can't stop. About you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop.
That was the most beautiful museum I think I have ever been to. If I'm going to suggest doing anything in Buenos Aires, it is that. Going to that museum, wow. Like, just when I was about to leave, I realized that there was 2 more floors above me. So I spent so much time in there. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I really don't know if anybody else like feels this way, but I feel so connected to like really old art, like from the 1800s and stuff. Not so much like the modern 1900 like 20th century art. When it's like old paintings from like real life, like people are hired to paint that specific thing, it's just like breathtaking to me. So I just had a quick lunch, not gonna tell you where, but it was just quick cheap lunch. Now I'm gonna head to the Recoleta cemetery graveyard. I was trying to hang out at the McDonald's as long as I could because there's a walking tour at 3 p.m. but it's like 2:15 now, and I'm really not wanting to wait around 45 more minutes at a McDonald's just for a walking tour. So before you guys come at me for not doing a tour of the cemetery, I really wanted to, but I'm here, so I'm just gonna walk around myself. I'm gonna look up some stories, but maybe when you come you could do a tour yourself. I really don't know if it's appropriate or not for me to film or vlog inside, so maybe it's just with some music and stuff, and I'll talk about it afterwards. Okay, so I just entered. The entrance was 5,090 pesos, and I got a little guide, so it tells me a little bit about it, so I could tell you guys. It was first built in 1822, and I do know that they made it really fancy because the people living in Recoleta before this was built didn't want like an old weird cemetery, so that's why it's really fancy. But already walking around 2 steps by myself is a little scary, not gonna lie. I have a little heebie-jeebies. one of these is like see-through, or like you could see the casket, which I guess if you're paying that much money for a casket, you want people to see it. But that's what's giving me like, ooh, chills, because a lot of like the glass is broken, spider webs, all the things. Like, look at this one. Some have like flowers on the inside and they're locked and everything, and I'm like, who's getting in there? Like, who is unlocking them with a casket? I guess the downside of not doing a tour is that I don't get to learn like the really cool stories of these people. There's some really famous Argentinian history makers here, and some that just deserved a spot at this cemetery. I do know one story, but I don't know where it is in the cemetery, and I don't know who, like what the name is, but I know that there was a family that tried to wake up their daughter, and their daughter didn't wake up in the morning, and so they thought she was dead, so they buried her almost immediately into this casket. And later when somebody went to go check on the casket, I realized somebody was trying to break out that they buried her alive, which I want to find her, but I don't know her name. It's truly unexplainable. Like, it's scary and it's sad that there's so many people here, but like people die, and it's kind of beautiful because it's circle of life. Like, I truly can't explain this whole place. It's so big too. I was not expecting this. Like, it's amazing here. I'm trying to just go around the border so I don't get lost, but it's insane. And these structures made of marble and stone are so big that it holds like a family, a few families, not just one person all the time. I can't even imagine how much like these cost. It seems like everybody has a competition with their neighbor of like who could make it better and bigger, but who does that? Like, who decides how beautiful it is? Who decides how it looks like if the family is dead? Maybe you guys could answer that for me in the comments. Alright everybody, I just made it back to the hostel. I am exhausted. I had a great day. I had a great 2 days exploring all of the top things that this city has to offer. It has been a great time, but I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope that you get the chance to come to Buenos Aires. It's been a great city so far. I do want to create one more vlog of the food here in Buenos Aires, and maybe some tango, because I didn't get to that on this vlog. So make sure to like this video and subscribe to really help out my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.